Let me welcome you again on this beautiful day. I hope that you had a very great week, very great week where you were able to think, where you were able to see some changes in your life. As I've been hearing from many people that they are making necessary changes in their lives, they're asking themselves those very important questions about who they are, who they want to be, how have they been living in this world, how have they been presenting themselves in this world. It's always great hearing from everyone out there. It's always great hearing your feedback. Feedback is very important. It's what I always encourage people to do. Ask people for feedback so that you get to know who you are, so that you get to understand how the world sees you. You may be understanding yourself in a certain way, but you find that people, they see something very different from what you see or what you expect them to see. That is why it's important to ask for feedback. It's always good to hear feedback, hear people speak about these things, what we do here every second, every time they join in, every time they get to see one of our topics, one of our videos, whatever it is they get to see, and it's working in many people's lives. They are giving me that feedback, and it's always great to hear from people that what I'm doing here is necessary. What I'm doing here is doing something in people's lives. So don't keep it to yourself. If you're one of those people who have something to share, you're doing something, you're doing some, introspection, you having some discussions with yourself, trying to see where you are, trying to move yourself the right direction. If you want to share that with me, it will be great to hear how things are going your side. How have you been able to look at yourself? How have you been able to make those changes? How have you been able to improve and get your groove back? Like we always say, it's all about getting your groove back. It's all about living a fulfilling life. It's all about making a difference. It's all about finding who you are. It's all about leaving and making that mark. That is very important. As we find who we are, we find our identities, we find our purpose in this life, and we live every single day joyful. We live every single day understanding that every day has a meaning. Every single day there's a reason for that day, and you need to be someone. You expect it to be someone, and you do that as it is expected. Now today, first, before I talk about today, last week we spoke about have no regrets. And so many people, like I said, gave their feedback. Have no regrets. How has that helped you? I would love to hear from you. Please share that. Don't keep it to yourself. Have you looked at your life, your past experiences, and your decisions? How has it affected you? How has it changed your life? If it has changed your life in any way, it's great to hear from you. Have no regrets. Please, I say it again. Have no regrets, because it's pointless to have those regrets. And as you do that, remember to always forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. You've made the decisions to heal, and for healing to take place, you need to be at peace and make peace with what has happened and forgive yourself. Not only yourself. Remember, we said some of these things, they may be not your fault. It may be somebody else who did whatever they did. So it is important to forgive them so that you are able to move on. It's important for you to forgive them and understand that for your peace, for your good life, you need to clear out certain things and get them out of your heart, out of your mind, out of your life. You don't need negativity. You need positivity so that you're able to face each day with a positive mind, looking forward to every single day and what each day has to offer. Now today, I want us to talk about you are unique. That's something that we forget. You are unique. We are created differently. We may be coming from the same background, same household, same parents, but we are still unique. We created differently. We are wired differently. We think differently. We respond to things differently. Or at least we should be. We should be different. We should respond to things differently. We should act our own way. I found that in this world, there's so many copycats. There's so many people who want to be like other people. There's so many people who want to move like other people. There's so many people who want to get the approval of other people before they do something. They will never move unless someone approves. They will never do unless someone approves. They will never become unless someone approves. Now, that's very dangerous. To wait for an approval from somebody else about you. Not that it's not good to get the opinions of other people. It's very important to present whatever it is you need to do, you feel like doing. But do not rely on people's opinions about who you should be. Do not rely on people's opinions about who you should be. Take the advice and sit down, carefully go through it and think it through before you use it. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. At the end of the day, this is your life. This is your career. This is your family. This is your dress code. People are scared to dress up. People are scared to wear what feels good to them. People are scared to have a certain hairstyle and do certain things and have certain looks. People are scared to make necessary changes and take the next career that is available, that is different from where they are, because they are fearful of what people will say. It's very dangerous. If it is good for you, do it. If it is going to impact your life positively, do it. People are good, but sometimes some people don't have our best interest at heart. Sometimes some people, because they are unhappy with their own lives, they will not guide you the way you want to be guided. They will not advise you the way you want to be advised. It's very important that when you want to make changes, sit down and think everything through and look at the person you are, the person you want to be, and do what is needed for you to do. Understanding that it may not work out the first time. People may not approve the first time, even the 100th time, because people don't understand the vision you have, the vision of God about you, the vision that you've been having all this time. So they may not really understand where you are going with whatever it is you want to do. So it's important that as you do what you need to do, or you decide to do